Hi, everybody. Little brief background on what I'm doing in Southeast Asia market. So basically, I am building the Samsung Galaxy App Store in USA, and then I've been given an opportunity to build the Tizen ecosystem in Southeast Asia. So during this course of a couple of years, I've been doing this for 3 years now. I learned a couple of things, how the Southeast Asia market is growing and how it is beneficial for all of us here in North America to go and publish our games in that market. What I have learned is first, the market is booming. It is staggering, the penetration of mobile games revenue and the way the games are increasing the downloads is at a very high rate. It's around 46%. The revenue that is growing is 46% as compared to the global market, which is around 3x times more than the global market revenue. So which is a very good market for all of you guys to consider the Southeast Asia. Second thing is Android is the king over there. So Southeast Asia market, if you go there, you will see there are like a lot of countries, billions of people, and then the people who are buying devices are low-end devices, which is around $100 devices, Android devices. 90% of the downloads are happening on Android devices. So even though Android is the king, but if you look at the revenue, it is still iOS. So even though 10% of the downloads are happening on iOS, but still you will see a lot of revenue coming from iOS devices. Third thing which I have also seen is, apart from revenue and the staggering growth, is how the market, the customers are looking at the games which are being played by the markets in the West. So mostly what I have seen is on the Tizen ecosystem, we do have great games, but we also do have some top tier partners from global markets like North America. And the comments that we see is not only in our store but also in the market general is customers are looking for Western titles. So we will see people are asking, hey, when is Clash of Clans coming to this market? So if you have a title here which is doing very good, I think it's time for you to take it to the Southeast Asia market. Localization is also not a key right now. You can take your game as it is. If it is in an English version, that will work perfectly okay in Southeast Asia region, as most of the people there are English speaking. In certain countries like Indonesia, you may consider localizing your game, but still English is the preferred language. Then apart from this, I also see that there is a sleeping giant, India, with more than 1 billion population. It is getting awake. Right now, it is like what China was in 2011, right? But what I'm seeing is in 2011, China, the revenue numbers were not there, but downloads were there. Same is with India right now. It is the #1 country in terms of downloads. When I talk to Supercell, they tell me that Heyday or Clash of Clans, if you look at where the downloads are happening, it is India. But is the revenue coming in from India? No, it is not. Similarly, for Temple Run, the #1 country in terms of downloads is India, but revenues are still not there. But that is changing. Recently, Mark Skaggs, who was the one who did Farmville game, he joined the Indian company called Moonfrog. So they built a game. They built a first local strategy game based upon an Indian movie, which is not only doing very good in terms of downloads, but also in terms of revenue. The revenue numbers are increasing. So it is the time when you should consider your game to take it to all these Southeast Asian countries where not only the downloads are happening, but revenue may be coming up by at least by 2019, you may see a good chunk of revenue coming in. Last thing is about if you are interested in esports, that is also a very good market for you to consider. It is the market where you will see more than 20 or 40 million enthusiasts who are willing to look for the content and go for esports. So think about the Southeast Asia market, and if you have any questions, contact me. We'll be more than happy to help you. Thank you.